All right, what is going on, hustlers? Welcome back into Hustlepedia. Today we are going to be taking a look at my biggest gaming holdings to close out the backstretch of 2021. The most asked question I probably get in the comment section, in the Telegram chat, everything like that is, what are your biggest, what if you have to choose 3 or you have to choose 5 to invest in, what would you put your money in? So I just want to go over the list of my biggest gaming holdings to close out the year. Keep in mind, not everyone should be going out and investing in 13, 14 gaming projects. I have a very diverse gaming portfolio, and I have the luxury to be able to spread it out pretty well distributed with capital. So do what best fits you. You need to do what best fits you as an investor. Everyone is different. I would not go spreading $50 bags into 20 different projects, for example. I don't think that's the way to win. So let me just get that out on the table first. You need to have built up a portfolio to be able to, provide ample allocation to each of these types of projects. So build up your portfolio, but I just want to provide you input on where my biggest bags are, and that also would implicate what my highest confidence investments are to close out the backstretch of 2021 as far as gaming goes. So let's go ahead and get into it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to drop down and hit that subscribe button. We come out with brand new crypto gaming and altcoin videos here every single day on the channel. And be sure to like the video if you enjoyed the video. If you are bullish on crypto gaming or any of the projects that we talk about in this video, this one's going to be a little more quick, but it's just going to go more so give reasoning why I'm higher allocated into a lot of these plays. So let's just start top to bottom. These are not in order of holding. This is just in order of market cap. Illuvium, I do have quite a bit of Illuvium. We got in, even if you just got in on the channel, you got in around $600, $700. This thing's already almost done a complete 2x on those prices. And Illuvium, obviously coming out in 2022, they're releasing gameplay. They're releasing a lot of different stills and footage of their upcoming AAA game, which does kind of look like a mix of like Pokemon combined with like kind of like an RPG as well with the human gameplay. So that is very exciting, and Illuvium looks awesome. I don't plan on selling my Illuvium anytime soon. I plan on long-term holding that. If we go bear, obviously, we will be taking profits off the table, as everyone should. If you're not taking profits along the way, if you're not paying yourself for what you're doing, if you have a 3, 5x, you need to take out at least your risk. So you take out your investment and your emotion is detached from the trade, and you secure yourself if something goes south in an instant. We know the markets can literally flip overnight. You can wake up and everything's in the red. So always protect yourself. If you have a 2, a 3, a 5x, think about taking profits at all times because it is one of those types of markets. We're heading into a bull run, but it will flip a switch eventually. So always take profits along the way. I emphasize that. I emphasize that greatly. A lot of people, like Blocktopia, did like a 30x. I made sure I took a lot of profits along the way. So now I have a small bag of Blocktopia. It's not on my biggest gaming holdings. And that is because, first of all, I wouldn't re-enter that position today. And it's just now all profit. It's just a little bag left in my portfolio that is just all profit because we did take profit from that trade. Now, that is something you have to do over time. So keep that in mind as well. Verasity, like the video streaming platform of the future for crypto gaming as far as viewers go, and you get rewarded basically for your viewership and you get paid in Vera tokens. And I think that Verasity is still undervalued at about a little under $500 million market cap, and I am holding quite a bit of Verasity as well. I think Verasity will balloon. Streaming is huge. If you go over to twitch.tv, browse 419K viewers, 217K viewers, 213K, 163K, 142K. Viewership, people watching video game streams is huge. Some people don't understand just how big of a market gaming streaming is. So Verasity will be the go-to for gaming streaming viewership whenever play to earn comes to the forefront. People are going to want to watch and earn. Why not? Why would you not want to watch and earn crypto if you're watching gaming? So that is something to look forward to in the future. And I think Verasity is a future billion-dollar project. SuperFarm, they have a lot of developments around the corner, guys. We got a little hint today, probably nothing. Alex Becker, he dropped this little red man on his Twitter last week, and we see here Super Shotgun. Check out the latest job post. Help us with the intersection of gaming and crypto. And then we have Elio replying, Super Shotgun. Now, we're not going to make any inferences here, but obviously we know that SuperFarm is Elio's founding, and Elio is the owner, CEO, and founder of SuperFarm. So we know that that is the case. So this is something to keep your eye on. I've been telling you a long time that SuperFarm is due for explosion. We got in on the channel around 70 cents, and I don't plan on selling my SuperFarm anytime soon. I think SuperFarm is a very safe bet for, once again, probably $1 billion market cap when all is said and done, because you have to think Super Shotgun, let's just assume this is not confirmed. If Super Shotgun is a part of SuperFarm's umbrella of games, let's say, you also will have Elio's title, Imposters, right alongside it. If you have two simultaneous games coming out at the same time, you can imagine what that's going to do to the market cap, the flood of people that are going to come into the SuperFarm umbrella of games if that does happen. So just keep that in mind. I've been telling you SuperFarm will hit $3 plus again, and I do still believe that. And at $481 million market cap, I see it going to $1 billion easily. Ultra, the gaming distribution platform, Steam of crypto gaming. I have massive bags of Ultra. I have massive bags of SuperFarm. I think that Ultra is due to explode. Every single game, you will take a look at Steam. Literally, I will pull up Steam on my thing. You see Steam and you see library. This is where games launch, guys. This is where games launch. You go here, featured, the store. This is where you get your games. Gaming distribution platforms are huge, guys. And I'm just like, in the future, these play-to-earn games will have to launch on a platform like Steam, like Ultra. So you have to understand, when Steam banned crypto games, Ultra's market opportunity only opens up even more, and I think that they will take advantage of this opportunity. Ultra is backed by Ubisoft, Atari, AMD graphics card company. Ultra has the backing, Ultra has the product, the utility. This is a future $500 million to $1 billion market cap project, and I think that's maybe on the safe side, guys. Seriously, if you're thinking about the scope of distributing hundreds and thousands of blockchain games right on your platform, users are flocking to your platform to go ahead and download games and play games. You can only imagine what that's going to do to Ultra down the line. So I love Ultra. Altura and Phantasma, I want to cover these kind of in the same light. Altura and Phantasma, two of my larger holdings. Phantasma is going absolutely crazy, guys. $1.36 right now. We got in just last week at 80 cents. We got in here on the channel at 80 cents. So if you got in on a Phantasma, you were already up massive. Congratulations. And I think this is just starting, guys. $145 million market cap. Then you take a look at Altura at $194 million market cap. These are both platforms built for gamifying smart NFTs, and Phantasma is even built on its own blockchain. So as far as Altura and Phantasma, super bullish on both of those protocols. You can take a look at both of their sites, and obviously gaming is at the forefront of everything. And another one that runs right alongside this, it's at the bottom of the list because it doesn't have a market cap listed yet, and that is Efinity Token. I do want to talk about Efinity Token. This is Enjin developed and it's built on the Polkadot blockchain. This could absolutely explode whenever these Polkadot parachain auctions are going on, and there's a Polkadot supply shock, and you're going to be seeing some of these Polkadot ecosystem projects really doing numbers. I think this last Polkadot pump wasn't even really a pump. I do think we're going to see $7,500+ and more potential Polkadot. So projects under Polkadot's umbrella, especially if you're backed by Enjin, is going to potentially get a lot of run up. So it's next generation blockchain for NFTs. So Efinity will be its own blockchain, but it is built on Polkadot. I love this project, and it is backed by Enjin, a multi-billion-dollar project in itself. So I love Efinity Token, Phantasma, and Altura all along that NFT scope. I have quite a bit of holdings of all three of those, and it is one of my favorite sectors as far as going forward. You know, integration of smart NFT platforms, blockchains for these NFT transactions is going to be massive when it comes to crypto gaming. So I really love that. And then we get down here to DeRace. Let's go Atari first, since we're going down the line. Atari Guys, there's a lot to be bullish about on Atari. Atari stays quiet. Atari keeps their nose to the grind. They did do a recent interview like last week. You can look up on YouTube as well that kind of updated their plans. They have a lot of Metaverse plans, guys, and they are partnered with the Sandbox. They will be doing 3D voxel versions of their games, Asteroid, Centipede, Pong, and Roller Coaster Tycoon. They've also recently adopted and partnered with the Phantom blockchain. In a bullish move, the Atari team has announced their plans of using Phantom's DeFi platforms to allow users to trade, stake, and play games with their Atari tokens. That is absolutely bullish as well. And we're seeing a really good pullback today. It kind of dipped here after the initial run up. It did a little over a 2x when we brought you it on the channel. I got in at like 8 cents. When I posted the video, it was about 10 cents. And this thing kind of pulled back yesterday quite a bit down here. And then we're seeing it back up to 15 cents. So it's up 23% today. Good bounce back for Atari. A lot is coming, and Atari's blockchain division has more than just these Metaverse plans. They have a lot of plans on the way, I can assure you, and you'll be hearing a lot about Atari here in the future as far as crypto gaming, and very soon I believe they will have some good news as well. DeRace, I've talked DeRace a lot on this channel, and it just speaks for itself. Horse racing, Metaverse, NFTs, everything runs together. Gambling, there's so the niche is a money niche. There will be capital flowing into an ecosystem like DeRace with the horse racing, with the luxury that's behind horse racing. You're going to have whales coming in, buying up horses, and really taking that seriously and gambling their horses, trying to take advantage of that metaverse and that experience. And the horse racing industry, like I've said over and over, you can look up the numbers, the money behind it. DeRace is one of my favorite projects. This is a $250 to $500 million market cap, guys. And I'm talking $6 to $10 DeRace probably is realistic. I think $6 to $10 DeRace is realistic, and I think that's not far-fetched at all. Not far-fetched at all. And then GameSwap. GameSwap did not start out as one of my biggest positions. I put a medium to small size investment into GameSwap, and it has ballooned. It's 3x'd, and it has now become a part of my staple gaming holdings for now because of its market cap, because of its use cases, because of the updates coming on GameSwap. They are going to be having some very serious updates as far as some games potentially partnering on the GameSwap platform, or maybe integrating the GameSwap interface in their game. I don't know, but something like that is on the way, and I can tell you that with 100% certainty. You can check GameSwap's Twitter. They are hinting at something big coming up. They're showing weaponry, they're showing in-game assets, and they're showing something that will be on their platform very, very soon, potentially, or at least announced. So keep your eye out for GameSwap. Even though it's up 164% this week, it has been consolidating quite a bit. It did get up very high in the $3 range, and this thing is pulling back quite a bit. So right now, my position, I'm up from $1 to 200 to 290 to 291, so about 290%, or really 190% if you want to call it that. But nonetheless, I love GameSwap. Gaming dexes will be huge. You have to have a platform to swap out your games and swap out your assets. So I love GameSwap. IOI, we talked about IOI on 2 previous videos this week. IOI is an upcoming and a current. They have a game live right now that you can go earn on currently that has an earning structure that is more lucrative than Axie Infinity. That is IOI, Trade Race Manager 2. Trade Race Manager 2 is coming out very, very soon, and it is a full racing metaverse, a racing and trading metaverse. I am super, super bullish on IOI, and it says $9 million. It's about a $20 million market cap right now. This thing is super undervalued. I think if more eyes get on IOI. I know they have a lot of marketing coming up as well. IOI with their new game as well, TRM2, Trade Race Manager 2. It looks super slick. The NFT cars look awesome. The Metaverse previews look very clean. I'm looking forward to IOI's upcoming game, as well as their Cyber Trade game. That'll be interesting to see. And I think that IOI has a lot of run-up potential and more adoption potential. Their first game is solid. The earning potential's there. The economy's there. It just needs a little bit of adoption. And I do have a solid holding of IOI. And NFT Champions, Champ. This project is probably my favorite low cap project, not only across crypto gaming, but across the entirety of the whole crypto sector. I think NFT Champions is due to blow up, absolutely blow up. And if you go take a look at NFT Champions, they have a lot of updates coming up soon. They have their Champions trainer character design previews coming up, and they're kind of just giving you a preview here as well of your character customizations. They'll be coming out with new NFT characters every week as well. Where NFT sales goes towards champ holders. But then you come over here, they have some move sets as well as some animations and the way that some of these characters' evolutions and attacks will look. I think that looks super, super clean. And then the battle interface, NFT Champions battle, captured in game. You have your champions and the champions against you. This literally looks like Pokemon. This looks exactly like Pokemon. I'm so excited for this project. The NFT marketplace will be available for PC and mobile devices, and they will be working on new applications for web, mobile, and in-game marketplaces, and they will be having a new central exchange listing that will occur periodically between champ milestones. We'll be kicking off a large marketing campaign with high-quality gameplay advertisement for NFT Champions, as well as marketing partnerships underway with partnership deals. So very, very bullish on NFT Champions, guys. I'm pretty heavily invested into Champ. And I'm just trying to provide transparency here because everyone always asks what my biggest holdings are, what projects I favor over others. So I'm just trying to be as transparent as possible, as I always am on the channel. But as everyone knows, some stuff's flying around the space right now. So I think transparency is at the forefront of everything. So this is just breaking down every single one of my biggest investments in crypto gaming. I think it just trims it down, makes it easier to scope in. And I do have a lot of small investments in small cap games here and there, little tiny bags that I'm just kind of waiting to become fruitful if they do get adoption and those games do become what I think they have the potential to. But right now we're focusing on my biggest holdings. And as far as NFT Champions, IOI, Phantasma, Atari, Altura, Ultra, SuperFarm. These are the best platforms, to me, in my opinion, to absolutely maximize your gains in Q4's bull run for crypto gaming. This is like if you have limited capital and you're able to spread it in all these projects, I think that this is a fantastic spread of projects to be able to put your capital into for a very fruitful bull run and crypto gaming bull run. And the last two projects, QBIT, upcoming AAA first-person shooter built on Unreal 5 engine, very bullish on this project, and it's still about a 1.5x from all-time highs, guys. I think this still can do very, very well in Q4. It has been consolidating this week, which is good. It did a recent massive pump, about a 4x. So Project Quantum is it's not really a low cap. It's about $150 to $200 million market cap right now. But Project Quantum is an amazing looking game. And if you take a look at their team, take a look at the prototype gameplay, it looks very, very slick. And I think that they will have this done by about 2024 based on what they're saying. So take a look at Project Quantum if you haven't. And then my last one that is part of the biggest stacks of my crypto gaming portfolio is Netvrk. Netvrk, $5.23 right now. It's done about a 2x in the past 2 weeks since this Metaverse wave, and I think it's got a long way to go. Netvrk sitting at about $180 million market cap, and that's about 2.5 times under the value of a project like Blocktopia. And in my opinion, if you do your own research, I think Netvrk versus Blocktopia, it's not even close. I think Netvrk is a much better project. Just take a look at everything involved with both. I think Netvrk blows Blocktopia out of the water, and it's just not getting that same publicity. It's not getting that same hype, and that's good for someone who needs to get an investment potentially into Netvrk. Look for a little bit of a dip, but Netvrk is a great long-term holding at about $180 million market cap. You're taking a look at 2, 3, 4x gains potentially here in the Q4 bull run for crypto gaming with a market cap like that and a project like Netvrk who is firmly in the metaverse space. I think at least a $10 Netvrk is safe to say. To be conservative, I do think a $10 Netvrk. If we hit the parabolic alt season bull run, is definitely in the cards. So that's it. I just wanted to cover my biggest positions across crypto gaming and clear up a lot of questions about what my favorite projects are. What are my biggest project investments? This would be it. This would be the portfolio. That would be my 13 project spread for max gains here in Q4's bull run in 2021 for crypto gaming. If you're new to the channel, drop down and hit that subscribe button. We come out with brand new crypto gaming and altcoin videos here every single day on the channel. And be sure to like that video if you enjoyed the video, if you're enjoying the content we're putting out here on the channel. And just the no BS, we're bringing it to you exactly how I'm seeing it. It's exactly the moves that I'm making within my own portfolio. So I hope that you appreciate that. If you appreciate that, like the video, subscribe down below. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. As always, guys, stay bullish. Join the Telegram as well. It's free. It's in the description. We are coming out with a VIP Discord soon as well. Per request, people really want a more exclusive community, so we're trying to put something together that is going to be fruitful, and it's not going to be any NFT drops, nothing like that. So drop down, hit the like button, subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow. Stay bullish. Keep hustling. Peace.